Hey, this is Jennifer, and I just want to show you really quick a tip for using Autocrat to hack those college application essays. So, this is an easy way to set up a Google form with some questions and mail merge it using Autocrat with a essay template to create your first draft. You may need to tweak it, but hopefully to work smarter and not harder. So, applications for college, essays, think about recommendation letters if you're a teacher. There are times of the year where you're asked to do a lot of things and you are really strapped for time and can't create everything from scratch. So here is how you would set that up. So the first thing that I would do is create a Google form. Tons of tutorials on how to do that, but decide what you want your essay or your letter or whatever you're creating to say, and then decide which chunks of it may need to be specific, like the school name would need to be specific for each one of those elements. So once you have your Google form going, you also need to make a template. So here's my template. Obviously, this isn't one I'd really use for an application, but you get the gist. So I would type in my paragraphs, and where the school needs to go, I would put 2 carets, the word school in 2 carets. And then I would fill out all the rest of the information. If I needed some specific examples of things that tie to that particular school or that particular student, if you're doing this as a recommendation letter, you'd put a chunk of a spot in for that question to go. And then once we fill out the form and complete this mail merge, then you're going to get an essay specific to that application each time that you can then copy, paste, tweak, but the bulk of the work will be done for you. So once you have those 2 pieces, we're going to make sure that our Google form is going to a spreadsheet. And it's created this spreadsheet right here. And we need to get an add-on called Autocrat. So we'll go to our add-ons options. If you don't already have Autocrat, then you'll need to get the add-on and then add it to as an add-on. So I've already gotten it, and I'm going to choose to launch. And it'll take just a second to get all these pieces flowing together. So I want to start a new job, and I'm going to call it college application essay, and I'm going to click next. I'm going to choose the template. So remember, I had that essay template that I had created. It needs to be a Google Doc that you can easily find in your Google Drive. So here's that essay template. And we'll give it a second to load and go to the next one. Now, these are the 2 areas that it has found in my template to pull from. The question that I called school and the question that I called specifics. And so I'm going to need to make sure that these guys here match. So school matches, specifics matches. That's just telling the computer whatever your answer is on the form for this question will go in the document where you had that little placeholder. So I'm going to click next. I want my file to be named the name of the school. So I'm going to use this little sidebar, click it open, and since school is one of the questions, I can just copy paste that in there. And I'm going to want it to be a Google Doc because I'm still may need to tweak it to make everything work perfectly. I could have it as a PDF, but in this sense, I'm going to want a Google Doc just to make sure everything is as perfect as I possibly can get it before I PDF it. I'm going to click next. Now I've decided where is it going to go. It's going to go in that folder that I've already named College Essays. Yep, that's the folder I want it to go in. I'm going to click next. And then these are for fancier stuff than I want. I don't want to set conditions. I don't care to share the document. I could send it to somebody, but I don't. When do I want it to run? Well, I can either have it run once a day, or I can run it every single time somebody completes the form. And that's the one I want. So I'm going to select run on form trigger. Yes, that's what I want. And then I'm going to save. So now we are ready to go. So if I X that out, close that little window, and I come back to my form, let's see, this application I'm working for is for Harvard. Specifics, I was in theater, debate, choir, and speech, whatever else I'm putting in, click submit. So I looked at my sheet, and you can see how quickly that kind of merged together. And I now have a document called Harvard, because remember I had that school be the title of the document. And I can open that up and see where it did. It took out the word school and put in what I had put. And it took out the word specifics and put in what I typed in the form. Now, you're going to make this much more eloquent and beautiful than my sample, but can you see the power of being able to use a Google form to merge with a document and create those essays in a quick and easy way? I hope you find this helpful. I hope you get into the college of your dreams, and I hope you have a great day.